This is an Apple iMac G5. This is, as you can see, an iSight model, and I actually got this machine for free. So, yeah, it does work almost perfectly fine, except for one common problem with these machines. The LCD is bad. Well, it works, but it has lots and lots of vertical lines, which doesn't make the machine completely unusable, but it's very annoying, obviously. So let me give you a quick overview of the system. As you can see on the front here, we don't really have much except for the Apple logo, the display, and the iSight camera and microphone. And also on this side is a green LED that lights up when the camera is active. Over on this side, don't have anything, as you can see. On the back, we have the iMac logo, the vent at the top here, and the ports. We have a headphone output, which also has optical audio output, a line-in or microphone jack, 3 USB 2.0 ports, 2 FireWire 400 ports, an Ethernet port, and a mini VGA port. I do have a mini VGA adapter, as you can see there, so if I really wanted to, I could use this machine on an external display, although it would be quite annoying. And as the internal LCD still works and is still usable, I think I'm just going to use it with the LCD. And this is something weird. I really don't care if you see the serial number, but apparently it's been serviced by something called Radeon. I don't know what the heck that is, but apparently it had some warranty that expired in '09. Ironically, the date when Leopard was no longer in support. So that makes this machine obsolete at that time. Over on this side, we have a slot loading optical drive. It is a super drive, and as you can see, it is slightly, I guess, not all the way at the top like on my other iMac G5, my ambient light sensor model. But yeah, this actually shares almost the exact case design as the Intel 2006 iMac. The only difference being, instead of mini VGA port right there, it has a mini DVI port, which is slightly larger. Oh, and the power button's on the other side, whereas on the original iMac G5, the ports used to be vertical, and the power button was right here below the ports. So I'm going to go ahead and get this machine hooked up, and I will give you a quick demonstration. Also, as you can see, I have the original power cable for the machine. Got this for free as well. And I got a Apple Mighty Mouse, as you can see. So anyway, I will resume the video once I get the machine hooked up. Okay, so as you can see, I have the iMac here all hooked up to my Apple keyboard and the Apple Mighty Mouse I got with this machine. So we will go ahead and boot it up. A nice bassy bong there. I'll go over the specs once we boot into the OS, which is Mac OS 10.5.8 Leopard. When I got the machine, it had Tiger installed. So, and the lines. These lines are the worst I've ever seen on any computer before. I mean, they're terrible. I mean, I guess this side is worse, I guess, because the CPU heatsink is on this side of the machine. But, yeah, this side is bad too. And these do have a common failure where the chip, which is located under a heatsink somewhere in here, gets too hot and has a BGA failure. So fortunately this model hasn't had that happen yet, and it just happened. As you can see up here in the menu bar, the audio actually isn't displayed there, and if I try to change the volume, it doesn't work. This happens every once in a while, and I have no idea why. So I'll go ahead and reboot the machine and resume the video. So yeah. Okay, so after 4 reboots, the audio is finally up there and working, as you can see. So this could be a sign of the chip under here starting to have a BGA failure, but whatever. It's just sound at this point, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, let's check out the specs. As you can see, it has a 1.9 GHz PowerPC G5 processor, 1.5 GB of DDR2 RAM, which is surprising because I did not realize there was a G5 that used DDR2. Anyway, it uses desktop DDR2, and it's under a little access door right there. You no longer, on these models, you don't take the rear of the machine off like you do on the original iMac G5. Anyway, let's go to more info. Under graphics, we have an ATI Radeon X600 Pro graphics card connected to the system via the PCI Express bus, which is much better and faster than AGP. As you can see, it has 128 megs of video memory, and Core Image and Quartz Extreme are both supported, obviously, as you can see by the translucent menu bar up there. So yeah, it does have built-in AirPort and Bluetooth, and it is indexing right now, which could affect some of the performance. But anyway, let's go ahead and open Safari. As you can see, these lines are quite bad, but as you can see, they don't really affect white backgrounds that bad. So anyway, I'll go ahead and show you the minimize animations. Decently smooth, as you can see. Thought it would be much faster since it's a PCI Express based GPU, but I guess not. And here's the dashboard, which can also be accessed by pressing the middle scroll wheel and clicking on the mighty mouse. As you can see, expose can be entered by pressing the side buttons on the mighty mouse. As you can see, and obviously scrolling works with the little wheel on the mighty mouse. As you can see, it is scrolling and working. And one thing that concerns me about this machine, if we go into the dashboard and we go up here to the iStat Nano widget I have installed, look at these temperatures. Okay, so the CPU is running at 66 degrees, which is about average for a G5, I guess. But the GPU temp is what concerns me. Look at that. It's running at 71 degrees Celsius. Now, if the machine, as the machine warms up, this temp gets up to 90 degrees idle, which is very, very hot, and I'm assuming not very good for the system. I have no idea why. This machine could be clogged with dust. I have not opened it yet because it is a pain to do, but as you can see on the stand there, it is indeed quite dusty. So that could be what's causing the problem. I don't know where the GPU heatsink is or what it looks like, so if any of you guys can tell me which heatsink it is, I'd like to know. If I remember right, it's the heatsink. It's not even a heat pipe cooler. It's just like the heatsink here, except it's on the back of the board. if I'm thinking of the right thing. I hope so. But like I said, I'm not sure. So we're gonna go ahead and do a YouTube demonstration real quick. Go ahead and open YouTube here. And I'm gonna give a shout out this time to a very underviewed YouTuber, PC AMD Macintosh guy. My bad, it's the PC AMD Macintosh guy. So here's his channel. He also goes by DJ Computer Guy, as you can see. As you can see, he has quite a few computer videos. I mean, actually, he doesn't have very many, but this PowerBook G4 Titanium video, I actually sent him the PowerBook G4 Titanium. This used to be mine, which you guys have probably seen in a previous video. And he recently acquired a Macintosh 2Ci from the same YouTuber I got my Macintosh 2Si from. So yeah, you should definitely check his channel out, and we'll go ahead and play the G4 Titanium video. By the way, this machine is no longer functional because the hinges got the best of it and the display snapped.
Hello everyone, DJ Computer Guy here.
And snapped both of the LVDS and inverter cables. So unfortunately this machine is no longer usable. So let's just go ahead and play the video.
Today we're going to be doing a long awaited video.
As you can see, the YouTube performance isn't too terrible.
Seen this guy before,
but as you can see, it is quite a bit laggy and jittery. But that could be due in part to the indexing that is happening at the moment.
Titanium, 15.2-inch model, 500 MHz PowerPC G4.
Alright, well anyway, the YouTube performance isn't terrible and could probably be better if the system was not indexing. But other than that, yeah, this machine seems to work okay. Minimize animations, pretty laggy. Quit Safari for now. We'll go into the dashboard and we'll check the GPU temperature. And as you can see, it has gotten up to 77 degrees Celsius, which is very bad, very bad. But I don't know what to do about it. I don't know if it's clogged, if that's what's causing it. But I will open the machine someday in the near future to check. So anyway, that is the iMac G5 iSight model. Go ahead and shut the machine down now. So there is the iMac G5 iSight I recently acquired for free. Hope you enjoyed this video.